They say knowledge is power, but what if I told you that ignorance can be far deadlier? One wrong move, one miscalculated insult, and you could find yourself facing an enemy who will never forgive, an enemy who will dedicate their existence to your downfall. History is littered with examples of brilliant minds, wealthy rulers, and powerful leaders who made one fatal mistake. They underestimated their enemy. They thought they were dealing with rational, level-headed individuals. Instead, they provoked men and women who thrived on revenge, who were willing to burn their own house down just to destroy their adversary. This is Law 19 of Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. And if you fail to master this law, your success won't be determined by how smart you are, how skilled you are, or how hardworking you are. It will be determined by the grudges you create. Lesson 1. The danger of underestimating your enemies. Think of Julius Caesar, a man so powerful, so beloved, that he thought he was untouchable. But in his arrogance, he ignored a simple truth. Not all enemies declare war openly. Some enemies wait, some enemies smile, and some enemies strike when you least expect it. He dismissed the warnings. He underestimated the quiet, observant men in his Senate. And on the Ides of March, 44 BC, he was stabbed to death by people he once called friends. That's the danger of breaking Law 19. You assume that people will get over an insult, that they'll forget betrayal, that they'll let go of resentment. But some people don't forgive. Some people plot. Some people will dedicate their lives to destroying yours. Lesson 2. The 3 types of people you should never offend. Robert Greene warns us. There are 3 types of people you should never offend. First, the insecure egoist. This is the person whose entire sense of self depends on how others perceive them. They may look confident on the outside, but inside, they're fragile. If you embarrass them, if you challenge their authority, they won't forget. They won't let it slide. They will work in the shadows to take you down. Historical example. King Louis XIV once humiliated a nobleman named Nicolas Fouquet by throwing him into prison for life. Fouquet had flaunted his wealth, and the king, feeling threatened, made him an example. An insecure ruler cannot tolerate competition. Second, the quiet but vengeful. Some people don't explode when they're offended. They don't lash out immediately. Instead, they wait, they watch, they calculate. These are the most dangerous enemies because their revenge is not impulsive, it's strategic. Historical example. Take Genghis Khan. A small rival kingdom killed his messengers. Instead of reacting immediately, he waited, he planned, and when he retaliated, he wiped them off the face of the earth. Third, the spiteful and self-destructive. This is the person who will ruin their own life just to make sure you suffer. They don't care about logic. They don't care about consequences. If they feel slighted, they will sabotage themselves just to drag you down with them. Example from the business world. Many startups have collapsed because of bitter co-founders who would rather see the company die than let their former partner succeed. Ego and revenge can be more powerful than money. Lesson 3. How to avoid making powerful enemies. So, how do you avoid offending the wrong person? How do you navigate a world where grudges last longer than friendships? First, study people before you cross them, before you challenge someone, before you make a joke at their expense. Ask yourself, who am I dealing with? Some people can laugh things off, others never forget. Second, choose your battles wisely. Not every insult needs a response. Not every fight is worth having. If you provoke the wrong person, the cost of winning might be far greater than the price of walking away. Third, master the art of indirect revenge. If you must strike back, never do it openly. The strongest players in the game of power understand that true revenge is never obvious. Make it look like an accident. Let your enemy think they destroyed themselves. The world is full of hidden wars, silent vendettas, long-term grudges, and the most dangerous battles are the ones you don't even realize you're fighting. So remember Law 19. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person, because the most powerful enemy is the one who smiles at you today while sharpening their knife for tomorrow. Now tell me, have you ever underestimated someone's ability for revenge? Share your thoughts below. And if you want more strategies on power, psychology, and human nature, subscribe to Stoic Odyssey. The game of power is always being played, whether you like it or not.